but one thing that can make sure that you are shrinking faster than you should be is heavy consumption of alcohol. Hey, if you want to have better performances in bed and you want to avoid ED, then pay attention, because today I'm going to talk about alcohol and how that affects your testosterone and the size of your manhood. And hey, my name is Brian, aka Uncle B, and for the last 20 years I've been a men's performance coach with African Fly, the liquid aphrodisiac. And as a coach, this comes up a lot. Guys are like, oh, I only drink this much. And you find out it's about this much. Yeah, it does have a huge effect on your body. And today I'm going to break that down, specifically how it affects men versus women and the long and short-term effects of drinking too much alcohol, and actually what is too much alcohol. And just remember, we will be going live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to go over any questions that you may have. Just come on to YouTube and we'll take care of that right away. And as always, if you like what you hear, go ahead, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so we can get some more of this information to you. And this is Uncle B saying I'm about to break this down till it cannot be broken anymore. All right, guys, let's do a quick history lesson on the culture of alcohol, because alcohol has been around civilization for the past, since 4000 BC. All societies, without exception, have some form of substance that they use to change their mind state, and alcohol is the most popular throughout history. The development of agriculture, specifically grains, was in huge part because of beer, not just bread. So alcohol has been used at a near universal level throughout all of history of humankind. And of course, attempts at stopping people from doing this hasn't ended well at all. Yeah. Now here's the issue. Access to alcohol has been made so easy, it's now normal for you to just be able to get it whenever, however. We're talking about going to the clubs, going to happy hour. Hey, it's Sunday. It's time to get that beer for the game. This has become normal for us, and for some people, it gets taken too far.
Hey, baby, that's what I'm talking about. What we gonna do, I'm not sure what we gonna do, but I'm not sure if I can do it. We somehow, some way, maybe not today, not sure. Had a little bit to drink, I got a little extra. Yeah, flip it up, rub it, smack it down. Oh no, oh Lord. What is today anyway?
When it comes to alcohol, we'll use it to celebrate or to be pissed off. Like, hey, I got a new job. Man, I'm gonna get something to drink to celebrate. Or, man, I just got fired from that job. Give me something to drink. So remember, no matter what, alcohol will affect your performance. And we'll break that down in a second. And of course, if you are having erection issues and you're drinking alcohol, yes, it is a cause. Just wanted to get that out of the way early. All right, let's just go ahead and hit some of the long-term effects of drinking alcohol. And of course, for heavy drinkers, they're not going to perform as well as moderate drinkers. Heavy drinking is usually considered to be 15 drinks a week for men and 8 drinks a week for women. And of course, men who drink heavily are more likely to experience erectile dysfunction, low libido, and low testosterone levels. So let's be clear, moderate alcohol consumption does not have the same long-term effects on reproduction or testosterone. All right, so let's talk about the effect of alcohol on men, because please understand, alcohol is a depressant. Using it can dampen your mood, can dampen your libido, can slow things down when you're not functioning correctly. We know what alcohol can do, but let's break it down just a little bit more. So, with alcohol consumption, you can have temporary erectile dysfunction. You have those drinks and then things aren't getting up the way you wanted them to because, of course, it's lowering your testosterone right then and there. Some men are unable to have erections at all after drinking. And for some guys, it could be the day before that you had that drink, and then the next day you're trying to get it on and it's not getting on. This is because pre-sex boozing slows down the blood flow, lowers the testosterone, and you end up with that situation. So let's talk about the long-term erectile dysfunction issues when it comes to alcohol. 60% of men who are dependent on alcohol aren't able to function over the long term. And we're talking about issues such as premature ejaculation, inability to have an orgasm, and of course, not getting an erection at all. Of course, on the other side of alcohol, we're talking about ruined relationships. Alcohol can lead to conflict, infidelity, economic insecurity, and quite possibly divorce. 90% of all sexual assault cases involved alcohol. That's crazy. When it comes to STDs, something that's also crazy, 50% of unplanned sexual encounters happens when alcohol is involved. 60% of STDs are transmitted during these episodes. And one thing that I was talking about earlier, this is the crazy thing for a lot of guys, and yes, this does happen. It's called penile atrophy. That's when your penis shrinks. This happens naturally anyway. Let's say a guy is 21, he's about right here. By the time he's 91, he's about right here. This is naturally going to happen unless you do some steps to take care of that. But one thing that can make sure that you are shrinking faster than you should be is heavy consumption of alcohol. And really quick, for the women folk, when we're talking about alcohol and women, of course, men and women absorb alcohol differently. But in terms of her sexual performance, well, alcohol has a different effect on women. It can make them feel like I want to have sex, but the performance starts going down the more alcohol they consume. Part of that is because the lubrication is not going to be there for the ladies if they're drinking too much alcohol. And of course, the more alcohol she consumes, the lower the sexual response and the lower the intensity of her orgasms, if she has an orgasm at all. All right, so let's get two of these quick myths out of the way about alcohol. The first just being that sex is actually better when you drink alcohol and have sex together. Nah, not really. Your inhibitions are lowered. You may start out, but everything is not going to be functioning correctly. And also, people do not process alcohol the same way. For men, we can process and drink more alcohol than women. And of course, all of this depends upon the person, their size, what else they've had to drink that day. All of this has an effect. But overall, the alcohol is going to mess with your sex life, period. In conclusion, excessive alcohol in our society has made it normal for people to go overboard. Men who drink alcohol in excess are more likely to have low testosterone, low libido, and low sexual response. Men who are dependent on alcohol have a 60 to 70% chance of not being able to function at all over the long term. With that loss of testosterone and the damage to your veins because of all that alcohol consumption, you could end up with penile shrinkage. And while women may think alcohol gives them all this energy for sex, the sex is not as good. So here it is, confession time. Guys, do you drink more than 15 drinks a week? Let us know in the comment section below. And as always, just remember, we do have me going live 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Thursday so I can answer your questions. Make sure to look out for that thumbnail. Hop on board so we can get to talking to each other. And if you like what you heard, go ahead, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so we can get some more of this information to you. And this is Uncle B saying, get your game up and go hard. Peace out.